Good evening and welcome to the Business Day. I'm Andrea Chisholm. There's a call this evening for regional collaboration to increase air travel in the Caribbean. The Caribbean Development Bank, CDB, says the region is missing out on growth opportunities and governments must act with urgency to address the issue. Javon Keys reports.
Traveling within the Caribbean can be a costly venture, no matter the proximity of the destination. Some round-trip fares could go well in excess of $1,000 or even double that, and in a number of instances, Caribbean nationals have to transit through the United States, which has a visa requirement.
CDB President Dr. Jean Leon says the current airlift structure continues to be a cause for concern, with capacity in some areas of the region down by 50% over the last few years.
A situation that is now at a crisis level in the Eastern Caribbean, where the demise of LIAT in 2020 meant a loss of airlift from an average of 500 weekly flights in 2019 to 50 flights in 2022. CDB therefore views dependable and cost-effective air transportation services as essential for the transformation of several of the region's economies.
Now let's use our flight back home as an example. We're traveling from Barbados to Jamaica, but not directly. We're going to make a stop in Antigua and from Antigua on to Kingston. In some instances, persons also have to travel through the United States to get to various destinations in the Caribbean.
The demise of Air Jamaica and Fly Jamaica are examples of the cost-intensive nature of running an airline and the major risks. The challenges faced by regional carrier Caribbean Airlines, made worse by the COVID-19 pandemic, forced layoffs and reduced airlift to some destinations. A major dent to trade and the general movement of people, especially in the Eastern Caribbean, which relied heavily on the short-haul services. Dr. Leon says the region's governments must take decisive action to tackle the issue.
Rationalizing the regulatory environment and addressing factors that contribute to the high cost of travel, as well as elements that hinder the seamless movement of people within the region. 2, promoting cooperation among regional airlines to reduce wasteful competition and improve inter-airline connectivity. And 3, forging a critical mass of collective will at the policy level.
The bank also says it's working to provide guidance on the transportation challenge as multiple areas to include acquiring the assets needed, financing the operations, and ensuring efficiency must be considered.
Now, the Caribbean Development Bank says while it may be a costly venture to connect the region, it's a critical undertaking to ensure the continued economic strength of the Caribbean. Now, from Barbados to Antigua, and now en route to Jamaica, I'm Javon Keys reporting for TVJ News above the Caribbean Sea.
Thank you, Javon. To the currency market now, the US dollar is selling for an average $154.99. $116.09 is the going rate for the Canadian dollar, $191.23 for the pound, while it's costing an average $170.90 for the euro. To the stock market now, the JSE index declined by 784 points today, while the junior market index fell by 35 points. The winners were led by CAC 2000 9.5% CR preference shares, Iron Rock Insurance, iCreate, ISP Finance Services, and Sterling Investments US dollar shares. Losers include Mayberry Jamaican Equities, Sterling Investments, Lasco Manufacturing, Indus Pharma, and Mailpack Group. And that's it for the Business Day. I'm Andrea Chisholm. Good evening.